So as I said up first, will be Through the Sky versus Invictus. We've randomized the maps, so the first map they will be up on will be Arms Factory. So for our band picks for this match, for the first round, each team will be able to ban 2 survivors for the other team. For the bans, TS has chosen to ban the other team's Seers and Enchantresses for Tarot, while Invictus has chosen to ban Wildling and Enchantress. Seems both teams are ready to go, so we'll be starting with round 1 here. Can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm ready. No, I don't have I don't watch too much tarot, but those seem to be the popular characters in this mode.
Yeah.
Enchantress is very popular.
Enchantresses for days. Most common picks are Enchantresses.
And even with the Wildling pick, I know those can be a hassle for hunters to kite or to catch.
Depending on the hunter, yes. So it's going to be interesting to see what they pick for their characters to play and what hunters they pick. Oh, there's already an Naiad out there.
And
a Bonbon.
Interesting.
So Naiad has an advantage over most of the hunters in that she has the ability to spearfish right from the start, which gives her a Stone of Clairvoyance, which lets her find the enemy team right away.
I believe in this mode, kings take 3 hits, right, to go down?
Yes, kings can take 3 hits. So we have 2 mercenaries as kings right now, which means they can take 3 hits and last a little bit longer. And with a perfume, that 3rd hit can actually be removed. So for Invictus, we have, for their squires, we have a prospector and a cowboy. And for TS, we have seer and a batter, since both teams banned Enchantress. So we plan to go through each of these rounds rather fast. There won't be very much downtime, hopefully. So we're starting off with both of the hunters starting right by factory. So.
And they're off.
Ooh, this is actually a very bad spawn location. One team started by shack and the other one started in ruins by factory. And looks like TS has already found the enemy team.
Yeah, it's a very quick find, actually. And that it's not just one person either, it's the entire team.
Unfortunately, yes. Oh, already getting an assist there to keep the hunter away from their king. So Invictus has decided to go to Sandbag Ruins to hopefully outmaneuver the Naiad. Looking over at Invictus's hunter, still hasn't found their king, but is heading directly for them right now.
You know, it's really important to land that first hit so you can buy that clairvoyance rune so you can find the king.
Yes. However, getting presents off the squires is also very useful too to allow you to buy all your pills that you need. Going back to look over here real quick at Naiad. So Invictus is cutting Naiad back and forth between the ruins and the shack, with more assists from the squires.
Yeah, it looks like TS is headed towards the factory with the Bonbon hot on the trail of Mercenary, and he's already gotten 2 hits in, so I think they need a little bit more presence before they get their time bond, and that'll make it a lot easier for Bonbon to start landing hits on the enemy king. Oh geez, the body block from
the bot.
The mech bot, yeah. That's a really strong location for it too.
So Bonbon is on his way to getting full presence right now and has landed at least a bomb hit on the Mercenary, while TS's Naiad is still working on trying to secure a hit on Invictus's Mercenary.
It looks like the Cowboy is coming around to assist the Bonbon as well.
Yes.
I see interesting that. Strat. I'm pretty sure he can like rope the enemy king in some circumstances, right?
Yes, he can. So that is actually a very useful strat in the tarot strategy. Oh, we have a hit. Oh, wow. There's 2 things going on at once here. We've got the Mercenary for TS taking a hit because of the Cowboy lassoing him, and that owl that was used but unfortunately was a bit late. And Invictus's Mercenary is taking another hit here too. Seems both teams are heading to the factory now.
It's about to get a little chaotic over here.
It is, especially if one of them has window blocks. They have confined space. And the Bonbon is now full presence.
Oh, and so is the Naiad.
And so is the Naiad. However, it looks like Invictus's Mercenary is rotating out of the factory. That Magician's Wand.
We see the...
Oh!
I think... Oh, geez, the batter hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think though... Ooh, the Cowboy picked up the Mercenary. Oh no, he's so strong in this mode though.
He is.
It looks... Yeah.
Oh, it looks like... It seems as if TS's king will be chaired first, just as Invictus's king is going down.
It seems like the Cowboy harassment is the play here. He roped him in twice just for the Bonbon to auto attack right off the bat.
Yes.
Almost guaranteeing the hit.
Cowboys are very strong against wildlings in this mode too. Able to rope off of the boar. Seems both teams are deciding if they're going to rescue. Oh, we got a rescue right now on TS's king.
Let's see how well the rebound goes. Getting a lot of support from both the characters, whereas the Cowboy is back on the support for their own king.
Invictus's king just got rescued also before half, so both kings are now ready for their second chair. And TS's Mercenary taking the time bomb.
Yes, this is about to be their second chair, and I believe the excitement should be up relatively soon.
I believe so too.
It's not needed.
Yeah. So both knights... sorry.
Yeah, one of the knights do seem to have confined spaces as they vault to that window. I'm pretty sure it's the Bonbon. But I think that the Naiad might have an upper hand later on.
Oh no.
Because their water does so much collateral damage.
Speaking of water, Invictus's Mercenary just took water damage and is going down.
Oh, but are they able to rescue their king? The gun.
Yep, they have. All right, so TS has rescued their king. Their king is now in death chair, though. Last chair for TS. Invictus's king is going on second chair right now.
Oh, and the owl.
Zarada's working on the solo assist.
Yeah, it looks like Invictus' side only needs one more hit on the enemy king. One more down in chair before they go.
TS's king is popping a Dublin. And uses Flywheel to dodge that bomb hit to let the Dublin hopefully go off. However, Invictus's king has yet to be placed on chair.
The harassment from just the prospector alone is so incredibly strong.
At this point, she might not make it to a chair.
It looks like she's dropping him in the corner, maybe to try and body block him into a corner and land another hit.
At this moment, she's dropped him too many times so that he'll struggle out before he gets to a chair. Oh, and the cowboy!
Oh, amazing.
So that's good for Invictus. They still haven't been chaired second time.
It seems like the Bonbon's starting to have trouble after the Dublin went off on the enemy mercenary king as well. Now that both teams have all their supporters on their own king, there's no more of the cowboy harassment shenanigans.
Well, Cowboy's lasso is also not infinite, so it will run out eventually.
It seems like he's still got a little bit to go, though.
Speaking of that, Invictus is now getting their second chair for their king. Both of their squires are on standby for rescue. So with the cowboy, you actually do not want to lasso your king off the chair because it does not give your king the bubble protection that they normally would get.
That's smart.
Oh
no.
Oh,
both
wow.
kings are about to go down.
This is getting interesting.
Yeah, almost at the exact same time. Now it's all down to harassment. Oh, excitement! This might just be over for...
And there it is. That is a win for
Invictus, I believe.
I believe that's what I saw. It ends so fast. Let's fade this over.
Well played to both teams. It was very close towards the end.
Very close.
But these matches are 2 out of 3, so...
They are. Yes, they are.
Still got a chance to come back.
So, give me one moment here. So we'll be going into the second round with band picks. But both teams definitely played very strong there, very down to the wire.
And I believe the next map is already predetermined as well, right?
Yes, so the next map is Red Church.
I wonder if we'll see any variations in the hunter picks.
Hard to say. I play a lot of tarot, and I mostly see naiads. As far as the eye, as far as the eye can see, it's only naiads when I play.
Yeah, I imagined her to be pretty strong since she it's probably hunters that can do a lot of AoE collateral damage based on their abilities, and Naiad's really good at cutting off those spaces.
Yes, Naiad's very good at cutting off spaces. We're just waiting for the second round of band picks from the different teams. Okay, so it was Invictus that won the first round. I actually had to go back because of how fast it ends the round. So
yeah, it's kind of confusing because you're looking at the screen by like one person who's dying, and it's the team that has the king die that loses, but the knight's the one cheering them.
Well, it doesn't help both the kings are wearing the exact same outfit. They came dressed to match, I guess.
Oh, I think one was actually the ducky
Oh yeah,
skin, and
yeah,
the
with the
other one.
ducky skin and the Conan skin. I forgive me, it's 7 a.m. All right, so we have our band picks for the second round. For the band picks, TS will be banning Invictus's Seer and Enchantress. Surprisingly, no cowboy ban. And then Invictus will be banning Enchantress and Batter for TS. Considering they just had a Batter, that would make sense.
Yeah, honestly, it's really surprising that there's no cowboy ban. I feel like he was
Very
almost the
clutch.
MVP yeah, very MVP that game. Is all the ropes that he did on the enemy king. It was more of an aggressive supporter, and we'll probably see him again in this round. I'm willing to bet. The cowboy really knew what he was doing.
Yes, the cowboy definitely knew what he was doing. All right, we're setting up here for the second round. The second round will be in the Red Church. So Red Church is a very, personally, I believe it's a balanced map.
Yeah, I think so too. It depends on the hunter.
It does depend on the hunter.
I think that like a lot of maps are generally survivor or hunter sided,
Mm-hmm.
but that like of course like Breaking Wheel's better on bigger maps, but he can also do pretty well on Red Church, as from my experience. I don't think we'll
Oh,
see him, but
I need to bring in someone here. I thought that I had one of the team from TS here. I guess I did not have one of them in my party. They must have left.
yeah, I think the really interesting dynamic about this map is the big church in the middle, and it's really popular to take what's it called, the confined spaces in this area. It completely changes the dynamic of how um, you're able to harass a hunter through that window if you are running a lot of harassers in this mode.
Yes, that window in church can be very loopable.
Excuse me one moment while we're up to that.
I do hope everyone's day is going great. So the plan today is to hopefully get through all four of the quarterfinals, all four of the quarterfinal matches. Again, the lineup today will be TS versus Invictus, Through the Sky versus Invictus. The second matchup will be Applecat Supremacy versus Diagnosis, followed by Epic versus Chakrab, and then coming in last will be Applebee versus Dogmelon Supremacy.
Oh, right.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. So how's the status of the setup?
Looks like they're almost ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting on the last members to ready up here.
I wonder if they're like discussing sort of their strategy going into it, and if it ever changes based on the picks. The rules of the tournament are, I believe, you can change your hunter and survivor up until the time where the game allows.
Yes.
So it seems like they might need a couple of logic trees there for determining what their picks are. I like to see that, but if you have some survivor or hunter that you're really comfortable with, you don't even need it. You're golden.
All right, give me one moment. We are bringing up a question to one of the teams.
Mm-hmm.
We're just waiting a few moments to clear up some confusion that is going on at the moment. Sorry about that. I had to mute. My cat has decided to eat something that he shouldn't be. Hold on one moment. I need to. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. All right, the teams are adjusting themselves. Apologies for the wait. Should hopefully be correct now. Yes. Yes, all right, that looks fine now.
Looks good.
Yes. There was a issue with subbing out people, so we've just fixed that up. All right, hopefully we should be readying up here any moment now. Sorry for the delay. I'm actually curious to see what hunters we get this time. Just waiting on, there we go. All right. In we go for round 2. So again, in case anyone forgot, TS has banned Enchantress and Seer for Invictus, and Invictus has banned Enchantress and Batter for TS.
Completely brand new picks. That's for the hunters, at least.
Yes, we see an axe boy out here and a violinist. I do believe that... We have a prospector and a seer, and 2 marks again for king. Kind of expected, but...
Honestly, I think the axe boy will be really interesting. The trees can block the coordinator flares, which are kind of huge in this mode.
They can, yes. Also the slowdown from the trees, if the trees are placed very well around the map.
That's true.
The squires will need to keep up on breaking the trees, but they also need to assist their king.
Mm-hmm. Those come back really quick, too.
They do. So, let's see. Where has RNG decided to put everyone? It looks like the hunters are starting middle broken. Which is actually interesting, as both of the teams have started on the complete opposite sides of the map. With Invictus starting back by Shackgate and TS starting in Graveyard. And it looks like the violinist has already found the prospector for Invictus. Meanwhile, Axeboy has found the entire team for TS.
Violinist has, I believe, found the enemy king with the Clairvoyance Rune.
Yes.
He switched targets already.
He's already switched on to the king, yes.
It's going to be a little difficult without the presence to catch people off, but not a bad choice.
No. And you can already see Invictus's cowboy chasing after the... Oh, speaking of king, it seems that the TS king has already taken the first hit, with Invictus's cowboy in hot pursuit.
And we see that violinist does have confined spaces. It might make this church area a little more dangerous than initially thought.
However, without any presence, he's at a bit of he's gonna have a bit of a hard time here.
That's true.
Axeboy, meanwhile, is chasing after TS's king. They're in the back corner by Shackgate.
Seems like the violinist is having a lot of trouble landing any hits to get his initial presence. He's kind of ignoring a couple of the survivors that are trying to run interference. In the long run, that might hinder his ability to catch survivors later on.
Generally, when we play tarot, our knight does not usually go right after the king. They'll build up points and presence off of the squires.
That seems to be a pretty good strategy that the last hunter did, but it seems like the violinist is still hard focusing on the mercenary.
Meanwhile,
On the...
Oh.
Oh.
Speaking of mercenaries, it seems that TS's mercenary is going to go down, and an owl. Oh, what? Oh, wow. A pallet rescue.
A great rescue by that team. However, the violinist has still yet to land a single hit. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's his first hit.
Yes, that was the first hit on Invictus's king. Followed up by an assist from the prospector. Meanwhile, it looks like TS's king is going to get off a Dublin here. So we're back at square one with both kings. However, the God Palette here has already been removed. Oh, Violinist has just got Presence 1. Still completely ignoring the Squire, almost.
Yeah, and it seems like he's being looped through the exact same spot over and over again, the back side of the church. Even with that confined spaces, it doesn't seem to be helping him very much. With as long as he has the Prospector running interference, this could be a long chase here.
Oh, the Excite.
Oh.
The Excite for the Prospector Magnet, except that the Prospector Magnet also didn't get used. And Invictus's King got the Dublin off. Back over to the Axe Boy, who is still being looped through the God Palette area. Seems to have lost the King for a moment.
Looks like the notes are starting to come in clutch for the violinist, but without that full presence crescendo, it's going to be a little rough. But he did manage to land another hit on
Invictus's
the enemy
Mercenary.
king.
Oh, 2 hits.
Oh, nice.
So both Kings have now taken 2 hits.
And they're both full presence now.
Going back over to the Axe Boy, still in pursuit of... Oh, actually, as I disappeared! Invictus's King has taken a 3rd hit, and the Prospector assist is also down. Meanwhile, TS's King has also taken his 3rd hit again. But it seems like Invictus will have their King chaired first. However, with Prospector's healing ability, he is up pretty fast.
Yeah, it goes to show how well TS is teamworking this round when they even have the Cowboy harassing him, the Axe Boy, the entire time. With the Axe Boy, that is. Now we see the rescues trying to go off on both Kings. Oh no! But both Squires are down on Invictus' side. This might be really bad for their King. He's about to get the 2nd chair. Yep, there it is. And he's got a crescendo lined up for both of them too.
So right here, this is where both Squires have to prepare themselves to pick themselves up, hopefully, so that one can rescue. And they both get up. However, meanwhile, over with the Axe Boy and TS's King has taken a 3rd hit and will be going down again. However, Invictus is at a very crucial moment because their King, if chaired again, will be the last chair.
But oh no, the Axe Boy's confined spaces actually hinders their own King from using that window.
Oh no.
And now he's headed over to looks like Graveyard?
Yes, he's heading towards Graveyard. A play that they could do here would be for Invictus's King to head towards their Axe Boy for an assist pickup if they do go down. That... Oh! The owl!
Oh,
the fireball that got blocked by the owl to eat a Terror Shock directly after.
Yeah, both Kings are on their death chair now.
So it's just who goes down faster.
Oh, so, exit gate's about to open though.
So we are at the 8-minute mark. And both Kings have taken their final hit.
Once again, this game is so close. It's going to come down to the harassment of both Kings now. Oh, the violinist might be getting... He's on his way to the chair. It doesn't look like anyone can stop him. It looks like it's... Wait.
No.
Oh, it's all over.
It is over. So this is a win for TS. So we'll be going to a 3rd round.
It seems like the tunneling ability actually worked out in their favor somehow. The teamwork from the other side was just incredibly strong.
Yes, the teamwork was incredibly strong. However, it seems that with that double down by the chair for Invictus's king, that prevented the rescue, which allowed TS to have Invictus king chaired for 2 chairs. So we'll be going into our third round ban picks. But yes, that was a very close match. Both of these matches have been very close down to the wire.
Very good. GG. Well played by both teams. Yeah, it seems like they knew how to deal with Cowboy this time around. They didn't use the ban on him, and he wasn't able to make as much of an impact as he did in the first game. I think they were just ready for it this time, and it seems like it paid off.
Probably
The Cowboy harassment, yeah, it didn't do a lot for their team, and they only had one prospector trying to run interference. Seems like it wasn't enough to hold off the violinist towards the end.
It was, yes. Probably because they knew what to expect this time from the Cowboy, with the Cowboy assisting and lassoing the enemy king. So we're going to be waiting on here for the third round ban picks. The third round is obviously going to be the last map for Tarot, which is the Sacred Heart Hospital. Oh.
I think based on this map, we'll probably see a whole host new cast of survivors and hunters because of that second floor in the hospital. You might see a couple like toy merchants or patients or priestesses in the pick roster. This is all groundless speculation, but they just all seem like really strong picks in that area. We'll see how it goes though.
All right. So it seems that, we finally have the Cowboy ban. TS will be banning Invictus's Enchantress and Cowboy this time. I guess they're finally done with the Cowboy harassment. All right, let's see. And it seems that Invictus will be banning Batter and Enchantress again. So that's, again, TS will be banning Invictus's Enchantress and Cowboy. Invictus will be banning TS's Batter and Enchantress. And this will be Sacred Heart Hospital. So here we will be going into the third and final round for these two teams. So,
Oh, oops. I accidentally hit the wrong button.
oh, no worries, no worries. So Sacred Heart Hospital has some very strong looping areas. Obviously, the hospital being one. And seems both teams are ready, so here we go into the final round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with the unique use of certain items like the perfume, like certain unique items like the grappling hook and the priestess portals, you'll see a lot of really interesting plays on this map.
So looks like Invictus is going again with Mercenary for their king and Prospector for the assist. However, just waiting on them to swap out their cowboy here. And it looks like they'll be bringing out a batter instead of their cowboy. Meanwhile, on the TS side, they'll be running a wildling and a prospector and the seer again. And it'll be violinist and bonbon. No! Seems it'll be a ripper.
I'd imagine Ripper to be pretty strong on this map.
And a wheel. A last minute swap to a wheel.
Sheesh. I don't really see too many wheels on this map.
I can't say that I've seen wheel on this map when I've played tarot too often. I've actually run into wheels more on Arms Factory.
Really? That's
Yeah.
Interesting. For me, at least when I play wheel, it's a nightmare to drive on those maps.
Yeah, usually listed a wheel, Arms Factory. Okay, let's go. So, both of the kings have started over in. Oh, it seems that Invictus actually has the very good spawn in the hospital itself, whereas TS has started over by Shack. However, it seems Ripper has already gone into the hospital and has his sights on the Prospector, getting an early hit, which will allow him to get a stone to find the king, who is still in the hospital.
Yeah, it looks like this time he opted to hit the survivors, the squires that are protecting him.
This is going to be an interesting matchup, wheel versus a wildling.
That's actually a pretty hard counter, since you can snap the wildling right off his boar.
He'll need the presence, though, to do that to start, though.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Might be a good idea. It doesn't look like he took insolence either, so it might be a good idea to start smacking some of the squires.
However, he's now off the boar.
Yeah.
Oh, an owl, but unfortunately it came a little bit too late to prevent the hit. However, Invictus's mercenary has also taken a hit too.
And it looks like Ripper is stacking up the presence really quickly now. A full presence Ripper is actually quite scary. It's very fast.
Yes. Meanwhile, Breaking Wheel now has access to his tier 1 presence, which is very useful against the wildling, able to snap him off that boar.
Yep, the damage goes through as well. And considering how he already has a point of damage on him, if he lands an auto on wildling, he just dies.
However,
or he'll go down, I should say.
Looking over at Invictus's king versus the Ripper, Invictus's king had taken a Dublin. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to finish as he took a hit. Both teams are utilizing the hospital, which as expected.
It's the strongest spot in the game. They were using the ruins area earlier,
yes.
And that spot's quite strong as well.
So Wheel unfortunately did snap already. Ooh. Which would have been very useful at this moment since they're back on the board.
Yes, but the mercenary's about to go down for Invictus, and you can see everyone's lining up to harass, but in this area it might be a little bit difficult.
Prospector is down. However, Batter is still up.
And with that full presence, he's just denying
However, the
next
wheel coming in to pick up their king. That is an early pickup. Unfortunately, they won't be able to pick their king up again.
That's interesting too, and looks like it was a heal on that too, or maybe he missed.
No, so on a king pickup, the king gets back 2 hit points worth.
Interesting.
Oh,
That's
that
really
foggy blade. So
snipe.
yes, he got stunned, but got the foggy blade through. So the king is down again. Both kings are actually down.
Again, another very close match between the two teams.
Oh, while Invictus was cheering TS's king, it seems that they got a rescue off on Invictus's king. However, he's down again. But both squires are up to harass. However, excitement was popped.
And they're both on the chair. Seems like the Ripper is ignoring a lot of the batter's balls. He only has 3 of them, so... But I don't think he's crushed any of them so far. Seems like he's okay with it.
Speaking of kings, the wildling was rescued after half, so the wildling is now on death chair. Whereas Invictus's king was rescued before half. So, wildling choosing to go back into the hospital. Meanwhile, Ripper is chasing Invictus's king through shack, with Prospector blocking that pallet. Batter coming in for the assist. Ripper is not breaking any of the batter's balls.
He is not afraid. I think he's
No.
banking on the excitement for when he picks him up. But he seems to be okay, more or less, with his crazy speed.
TS, TS's king is down again, and with excitement, the last minute rescue on there. Unfortunately, the Prospector's Magnet just reset that flare gun.
Oh, that's really unlucky, but
and
yeah,
all
looks like the wildling's down.
Yeah, and all the squires are down too. It looks like this might be a win for TS. And that is a win for TS. Sorry, win for Invictus. Win for Invictus.
Invictus.
My apologies. My apologies. Win for Invictus. That is a win for Invictus.
Congrats to Invictus for winning the first round.
That
for proceeding through the first round.
All right, we are going to be going into a short break here while we set up for the next set of teams. But yes. So let me turn on some music again while we get the next teams ready.